Oh, see you, Chuck. Hey. Yeah, he already left. But hey guys, what's up? NihonTiger, how you doing? So we got a couple people here on CarnisTerra with us. Dragon of Anchors on, Jimbo, Matt, aka Slash. Obviously good old Slash is on here. And myself. So the skies are very dark and stormy. Obviously we're in the desert, so we don't have to worry about that. But today, you can see these blocks right over here. This is our project that we're going to be working on. Oh, sexy. Not really sexy, but stupid. I was going to say stupid sexy zombie, but they're not really sexy, are they? Nah, they're just stupid. Anyways, we are going to be working on a project today here at the good old desert town, and predictably, I said it last time, and it's going to be the stables for the horses. We gotta get our horse friend over here, and I am, first and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and try and clear out these mobs. They're just all over the place right now, and I can't deal with anything building wise until I get rid of them, so I'll be right back as soon as maybe it gets a little less rainy out, and as soon as these mobs go away, try and deal with actually building the horse stables today. And I ran out of arrows, of course. Hey, but be right back. Alright, so here we are, we're back, and the sun is out. Obviously all the bad things are gone, and the rain has stopped as well, so we can get started on what we're planning today. So the idea here is that we're going to build a stable, and we're going to build it in a slightly different style than we've done before. This won't be a very European style stable, so it'll be more Egyptian, Middle Eastern, kind of more like culturally in that shape, and it will have some, I guess, some Eastern influences. I'm going to use some of the pilings here for actual support beams, and I don't think those would normally be present in an actual Middle Eastern style kind of, I guess you could say, stable. I don't really know what the correct word is for the actual building. I don't know if they call them horse stables in, you know, the Middle East or in Egypt. I think they probably have some different word from, but the idea here is we're going to try and build a double layer building. We'll have two different layers, and we'll have a flat top instead of a peaked roof. So most European style buildings have a peaked roof. You should see it where it kind of goes up like that, kind of goes like up and then down. A lot of the buildings in the Middle East do not, I've noticed this, I did some research, but a lot of them do not have peaked roofs. They don't have the stereotypical like house shape that we have here in Western culture. They're actually a little bit more of a flat top building, and part of that I think has to do with the climate in the Middle East is entirely different than it is here in other parts of the world. It's a lot obviously drier, so they don't really have a need to have the peaked roof to keep runoff away, you know, from rain and whatnot. So they can kind of have the flatter top. It also provides a little bit more, I guess, shade from the sun. I'm not certain on that, but I feel like perhaps that's the reason why. In any case, I'm going to be using that style here, and it's actually going to fit in nice with the rest of our build because we're going to be using that flat top style for most of the buildings. Might put some that have spires on top of them. Let's see here. I want this to actually go. Don't need this to go here. I can get rid of these ones. This is all going to be space underneath for the horses. So this corner will actually not be a support. It'll just be stairs. So we'll just do it like this, and then have the actual supports here holding up the back. 2, 3. And I just need to go ahead and move these. I had to get a lot of sandstone from a lot of different places to get ready for this project because it is going to be really resource intensive. So let's see here. I'm going to have this, and these are going to be, if you probably guessed, these are probably going to be the entrances, and they're going to have a bit of a curve to them. We're going to have them kind of be like go up, curve, and then come down, go up, curve, come down, go up, curve, come down. That kind of style. So that is what we're aiming for here. And for the most part, the building is going to be made out of sandstone. This is going to be, I think, flat sandstone like this. I don't think I'm going to get too fancy with it. Don't really need to get too fancy with it. After all, it's going to be horse stables. We're not like building a, European style horse stable where the main thing we'd want to work on is, how fancy do we make it? How do we have the pitch of the roof, and how do we have all these things? We don't have to worry about a lot of that. I'm going to try and see if I can use 2 main colors, which will be spruce wood, and then on top of that, I'm going to have some. There we go. I'm going to have some. So maybe I should make this a upside down stair. But in addition to the spruce one, I'm going to have maybe a little bit of clay here just to add a tiny touch of color. Yeah, that looks pretty good so far. It's a good start. And then support beam can come up to here. And then this will actually be where we'll have a door that goes with the upper layer. And down here's the stairs. So we've got a little bit of a start here. How do we want this one to go up? 1, 2. And I might change around how high I make these. I just have to get a rough idea of how it's going to look to start with, and then we'll go from there. 2. So we'll probably make this first and foremost a wall. Just a nice big wall. And then we'll carve out a window inside of it. So let's just get this all set up. There's our wall. And take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. We're okay. Don't have to worry about any mobs right now. So let's go ahead and set the back wall up. And the important thing to remind ourselves is that this is going to have a single opening. It's going to have an opening in the front. And I've never built in this style before. So this is a fresh experience for me, and I'm pretty sure I'll screw it up at some point. But I've never really built in a kind of a desert / Egyptian style before. Even the Sphinx. The Sphinx is based on, obviously, a sculpture out near, I think it's out near the pyramids of Giza. But even that, that's fairly easy to build. It's not too hard to screw up. It's not too much to think about. You have your basic Sphinx shape. But everything else is just, for me, it's an entirely new experience. And that's why I've been so excited to be doing this, is because it is going to be a new experience for me, and I really wanted to push myself to build in different styles this year. I think it becomes really easy for me to do the whole, I'm going to build a house in a Western style, and it'll look nice. It looks like it's part of some kind of small European village, and everybody will like that. But for me, I'm never satisfied with just having a single style that I'm really content with, and then all my builds are like that. I want to try and expand my horizons, expand the kind of things I build, expand what I'm capable of building, and to do that, again, this ties into, I've mentioned this in my Neocraft videos, but my word for 2015 is grow, and this ties into the whole grow thing. It's just becoming more comfortable and being able to build in a variety of structural styles, and even going as far as I can let's make a crafting table. That'll be easier than having to run over here, because I keep thinking there's one over here and there's not. It's over there at the Sphinx. But I just want to be able to feel comfortable, be able to build in a number of different styles, because I see friends who build and they can do it, and I'm like, wow, I really wish I could do that. I really wish I could build, whatever I wanted to, and not have to worry about, how much time am I going to spend getting to build right, and how much time am I going to spend making sure that everything looks good. Versus actually just having a style that I know how to build and just building it. And to me, that seems to me like it's, that seems like it would be more fun just to be able to be like, all right, I'm going to build in a Chinese style house, and I just go out and I build it, and I don't have to worry about, hey, okay, how do I learn myself to do this well? So let's see, I can maybe do 2, 3 like that. So that's kind of the start, and then we'll have, each of these will be gated, and then our stables will be here. We actually probably could use some dirt on the floor. Let's dig up the sand here. We'll use this extra sandstone elsewhere, but this is all going to be dirt, think about it. And there's a new type of dirt. I've been paying attention to the 1.9 updates. There's going to be a path dirt that Jeb is working on right now, and that looks really cool. It'll actually be kind of, if you've seen the tilled earth when you use your hoe on the grass block, it'll look like that. It'll be just that tiny little bit, like it'll be like this tiny top layer of pixels will just disappear, and it'll have like a little bit of an indent in it. It looks really cool. If you haven't seen it on Twitter, I would suggest you go take a look at Jeb's Twitter, because he's recently posted it. So I think I got more dirt over here. But yeah, I also think I should get some podzol for that. I have to find a place that has podzol. It's one thing I don't have right now, is I don't have a podzol location. It probably would look really, really nice with all the dirt here, just to kind of liven it up. That darker color really will make everything else pop. But what we're doing right now is we're just putting in the dirt ground here for the stable area. This is where our horses are going to be. And I said horses, plural, because we're going to hopefully have more than one eventually. But for now, we'll just have our lovely horse, whose name I have to reveal in a minute here. And it was actually inspired by one of you guys making a comment. So that's going to be really cool. Kind of show that off. It's not a name that anyone suggested, but there was one comment from my good buddy Steve, and he kind of set me on the path to figuring out what I was going to name my horse. I'm also going to have to go get a lead at some point, I think, because we don't have one, and it's dangerous to be leading a horse without a lead. So there we go. It's a nice start. This will be storage area, perhaps. I think this will be a nice storage area. And then here's kind of our main... Yep, put a torch there so stuff doesn't spawn. But this is kind of our main area for the horses to actually be in. So let's go upstairs. Plunk that down. And now we need to very quickly get started on the upstairs level. So I think I actually want this to be a little bit shorter now that I look at it. So let's see here. Have that be there. And then let's kind of come up to here. And then I think I want this to kind of be where the entrance is, right there. So thankfully I have a lot of sandstone, so I can just go ahead and cap this all off. But this is going to be where our entrance is, right there. And here, this is where it's going to get interesting, because I'm actually going to make... See if I have... Where's my crafting table? It's down here. Okay. I'm going to make a whole bunch of spruce wood slabs. So there we go. Probably way more than I need, but hey, you could always use these somewhere else, I'm sure. So I'm going to go ahead and have the slabs here kind of... Oh, nope. Not there. But I want the slabs to kind of extend out over the edge here as a... almost a deck. Gonna be like a deck, and it'll look really nice when it's all done, I think. Here we go. So that's kind of our deck area, and then this will just be regular old sandstone. Here we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's gonna have a weird gap there. So if I do 1, 3, 5. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it like this. That way the gaps will be a little bit nicer. So it'll be a 2, 3, 2 gap. It won't be perfect, but unless I go ahead and I move this one back, which I could do. Think about this. No, I'm gonna keep that as is. Gonna keep that as is. I'm just doing this on the fly. So if you've never seen me build on the fly before, this is kind of the whole process that goes through it. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to figure out how to build something on the fly, because you're spending a lot of time just thinking more than anything. It's kind of the big time sink with these projects, is you spend a lot of time thinking about what your next move is going to be, what you're going to do to make this work the way you want it to work. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm just kind of counting myself so I know that I'm making sure I'm getting all these blocks placed properly. 2. I'm gonna half slab on top of the ceiling up here when I'm done with this, because that's actually going to be a little step up, and that's going to line up with our deck out here. So this will actually all be a half slab higher as well when I'm done with it. I may run out of sandstone, so I may have to go grab some more. Might be a problem. 3, 3, 3, and I've got 25 blocks left, which won't be enough to nearly finish this off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 5, 6. See, I haven't finished the 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm a couple blocks short, and I can make some more. So that's nice. 2. So that's that. I'm going to put some torches down here. Now I can go downstairs and go ahead and punch out these windows right here. So you can see there is the actual deck. So one of the things I have to do as well, and I almost forgot about this, is I need to make, you know what, actually what I should do is I should make all these blocks into slabs, and that way it'll all line up and look nice. So why don't I do that? Let me do that as well. I'm just thinking about that right now. I'm like, you know, it would look a lot nicer if this floor was made out of slabs, and it'll give me more blocks, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. So let's see. So make these, start off these, make these into slabs, and that's 42. So, oh, come here. I'll have to grab that later. Oh, I hate using slabs because it can kind of be a little fussy. But basically what we'll do with this is we'll kind of use it to lift the ceiling floor up as well, which is something we wanted to do. So we'll have like a little step up here. And we'll grab that. So do like 1, 4, 3. It's a nice little trick to, oh, damn it. Don't do that. Didn't ask you to do that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4. Okay. And for the most part, this is kind of what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this out, and then I'll be right back when I've got the floor raised a little bit, because it's going to take me a little while to do. Alright, here's what we got so far. I've got everything in place pretty much, except for, I think, well, at least so far, but I've got the support beams going up here. I put some windows in the background. I'm going to have to do something with these because the horses can jump out of the windows if I don't board them up a little bit, and I've got an idea on how to fix that. So upstairs here, we've got, this is going to be a stairs just to go up to the roof to fix that off. This is kind of our patio area, I guess you could say, kind of our overlook. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just chop that off and replace it with a spruce slab. And we'll make this kind of an entryway. But yeah, we're pretty much done with the shape. And now it's just a matter of getting the details right. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. And we'll go ahead and try and fill in as much of this as we can today. But not too difficult. We're not going to have enough blocks to finish it, so I am going to have to go and grab some more. But before I do that, I'm actually going to try and give you guys an idea of what I'm going to do with the windows, how we're going to set up everything else, because there are some small little features that we need to take care of before we go ahead and just go crazy and go diving right into the, getting the roof done and everything. So let's go ahead, come back down here. I'm going to make my way back over here to the old box. And you might have seen these when I was over here before, but we've got some spruce fences and some spruce fence gates. You can probably guess where these are going, right? Let's see, so the fence gates first and foremost going right here. And I might need to make another one. Now, horses, I believe, are 2 wide entities, so they require a double fence gate to enter. I may be mistaken. I may be just thinking of terra firma craft with that, because that's what I was playing earlier this week. And in that one, come on, really? In that one, fence gates are indeed 2 wide. So not 2 wide as in they're too wide to use, but they're 2 blocks wide. So let's see here. Oh yeah, the slabs are going to be for the roof. I need some slabs for roof too. But to make another spruce fence post, another spruce fence gate here too will be fine. So it'll be, yeah, I do need to make some more fence posts as well. So let's go ahead and put the spruce fence in here. We'll kind of block the view a little bit, but we need to in order to make sure that the horsies don't jump out the window to their doom. It's not too bad. Make some more fences while we're back here. So the idea is going to be that each of these kind of entryways will be a stable unto itself. So I have like 1, 2, 3, all right, 4, 5, and how much space is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that how far back it is? Yes, 7. So I'm going to make a lot of spruce fences. Here we go. 2, 3, 2, 3. Actually, here, let's just make some sticks, and then we'll make some fences. That'll be a lot easier to do it this way. So that's 9. So this will be enough for these 2. Nicely done. There we go. And let's see here. Just gonna finish this up. So make 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then that's 9. So that will do for over here. Keeping my torches in bad spots, don't I? Right there. Let's put there for now. I'll put one back there. So, oh yeah, we gotta move a torch over there because there's a baby zombie that spawned in that corner. So there we go. We've got individual stables here for up to 4 horses. Maybe the 4 horsemen of the Neoncalypse. Humor. But I just remembered what I want to do is this is all got to come out because this is not going to be a sandstone roof. It's going to be spruce wood like the deck is over there. I was going to use slabs to do it. So this is all must go. Everything must go. So let's see here. 4, 5, 2, 3. Oh. And unfortunately, I'm still gonna need to go get some sandstone because I still need to do one more little thing to really add a final bit of touch to this. But let's go ahead and crap! Really, that's what it's gonna do. So I'm gonna have to make sure that can I do this without it looking too weird? If I have to use upside down stairs, I'll do that, but I kind of really don't want to use full blocks there. Yeah, you know, I don't really like the full blocks. I might have to use stairs, which is kind of a bummer because I made all these slabs thinking, oh, I could use slabs. And see, this is all stuff that comes into the planning process. You think of ideas and how you want to do things, and then they change on you. Or you see something and you're like, well, it doesn't look as good as I thought it did in my mind. So I might want to fix that. But at least these we can put torches down on. Torches. We'll need to. It's starting to get nighttime. Want to make sure that we have this all lit up. There we go. It's pretty simple. And then these guys are going to just come on up here. Or at least that guy will. And then, can I make this one? No, not really. So it might just be that one. Might be the only one that comes all the way up to the top here. I'll have to see how that looks. If it doesn't look right, we'll fix it. But if it does look okay, then we'll just leave it as is. So how many am I going to have left? 9? That's not going to be enough to do what I want to do. 8. It's going to be even less. So let's see. I'll have 10. Okay. That still won't be enough, but I can at least give you guys an idea of what I'm planning. I made way too many slabs. That's a bit of a problem too. Oh, we need to eat. So I guess I'm gonna make more stairs first, and then I'm gonna eat. Apparently, I don't want to eat today. But yeah, this is you can see it's already starting to come together really nicely. My voice is trying to give out, but I won't let it. So slab this way up here, just temporary slabs, just to get up on the roof. And now, let's see, how are we gonna do this? It says 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put one here, here, here. Yeah, that will work just fine. So that'll work just fine. Now that just means I need to get some more sandstone. There we go. Dropping off the edge. I kind of wish there were sandstone steps. I would use the steps if I had the opportunity to, but alas, how many more stairs do I need? I need a lot more stairs, don't I? Bugger. Let me check and make sure I don't have any sandstone stairs. I have some sandstone here, but I don't have stairs, do I? I have sand. That's enough to make like 2 more sets of stairs. So, only 4. Ah, crap. Ah. We need to get some sand, aren't I? Yeah, basically you can see the idea here is we're gonna make the top a little bit, if you're probably wondering if it's castle-y, I've actually taken a look at some designs and they do have kind of this top where it's like this, and it looks almost like a they've got a little bit of style, like it's a archer spot up there. Yeah, it's starting to come together. The only thing I'm not sold on, I'm starting to think about this, is that the whole thing is starting to blur together a little bit. Maybe I should get some smooth sandstone. Speak properly, Nihon. Speak properly. But maybe I should get some smooth sandstone in here somewhere, because it is starting to, all the regular sandstone is starting to blend together a little bit. I don't necessarily know if I like that. But the shape looks good. The shape looks pretty good. I can go ahead and take these down just for purposes of getting a good view of how it all looks right now, at least from the front. Oh, actually, no. I got an idea. What if I did this? Would that look okay? Would that look okay, or would it look really gaudy? No. It could look a bit better. Maybe I could do them 7 apart instead. Instead of having that gap there, have them be like 2 and have them be like every other one. Oh, stupid zombie, really? You know, maybe I'll just think about that. I'll think about that one. I'll think about that. I'll play around with it a little bit, but you've at least got a good start on this. And I should probably go and make sure my horse can be tamed. Do I have a saddle? That's the most important thing. If I have a saddle, I actually don't need a lead. But I hope I have a saddle. I should have a saddle somewhere, right? I mean, I've probably ventured around and found one. If I haven't, I'm going to be very disappointed with myself. I don't have a name tag. No, saddle. Saddle! Yes, perfect. Let's get our saddle. Let's go over here to the horse. Now the horse, I am going to go ahead and reveal his name now. And yeah, he is a... Oh, he does have a saddle already. Okay, that's cool. Saves me the hassle. But let's go ahead. Let's go over here and ride you to your new home, buddy. All right. So the horse's name. Steve had a comment about. Okay, let's see if I might. Yeah, it is too wide. Okay, that's what I thought. See, I'm not going insane. I knew I was going. I was thinking the right thing. Yeah, it's too wide. It gotta be. It's a too wide entity. But this guy right here, the beautiful black stallion that Vol and Sorry Nani left me. Now, Steve had mentioned a name idea of I think it's Astarte. She was an Egyptian goddess, actually kind of lots of Middle Eastern cultures apparently were part of her. I don't know, what do you call it? A domain of a god. That's an interesting word, but a lot of cultures in the Middle East and Egypt actually worshipped her. So I was thinking about that, but she's kind of more of a god of war and fertility and motherhood. And I thought, I could do a little better. So I did some more research and I came up with an even better name. And there is another god in Egypt, and this is the thing with Egypt. There's many, many gods, and sometimes you have multiple gods that mean the same thing, or they kind of represent the same thing. Sometimes it would change based on the pharaoh or the ruler that was in charge. So during the reign of Amenhotep II, I believe, he kind of took patronage to a new god of war and a new god of horses, and he is a god that is also prevalent, much like Astarte Astarte, I believe, is prevalent in many of these same cultures and kind of a lot of these Canaanite cultures and whatnot of the time. And that god's name is I believe it is Reshef, and it's Reshef, and that is the name I have chosen for my horse. So Reshef is not only a god of horses, it's a god of horses and chariots during the time of Amenhotep II. He's also a god of war. So again, Astarte and Reshef are kind of occupy a similar place in the pantheon of the Egyptian gods, just depending on the dynasty of the time, I guess, is the difference of, which one was celebrated and which one was not. So I kind of like the name. I kind of like the idea that it's a god of horses and chariots and war, and also sexual desire, but I won't mention that one. So Reshef and Astarte kind of occupy that same place in the pantheon, and that's what I've gone and chosen to name my horse. So say hello to Reshef, everybody. And again, that's spelled Reshef. There's a bunch of different spellings for it, because there's like a Hebrew spelling, and there's like spellings of different cultures, but I figured, we're building a desert town. That's what kind of put me on the right path here. Steve was kind of like, you're building a desert town. You should have a desert Egyptian name for your horse. And I thought, yeah, that's right. Why not do that? So we've got our buddy over here in his new stables, slightly unfinished, mostly finished, but I've got a few things. I want to see how this looks on the backside real quick. It looks all right. Could be a little nicer. I think I will have to add some more decorative blocks. Perhaps some of those blocks we saw over there, because it is a little too bland. But we've got ourselves a start at least, and we've got ourselves a nice place for our horsey friend and his future friends, which we'll also name after Egyptian gods. But for now, I must be off. I must be on my way to do other things. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, good luck, good mining, have fun. And I'll see you next time here on CarnisTerra, where we'll be a little more done with this and be ready to start on the village city / whatever itself. So take care, and I'll see you then.